draw the bending moment diagram for the beam loaded as shown in figure. When the support B sinks by, assume E equals 200 GPa and I equals 132 into 10 power 6 mm power 4 for all the members. That is, you have 3 spans and all the members are having equal moment of inertia. Use moment distribution method. See, students, always don't take time for good things. So everyone in the world are in need of happiness, in need of what you want. If you want to do any bad things, so just think once or twice or think 10 times if you want to do bad things for others or if you want to do which is not conventional. But if it is good, if it is going to be ending in good deed, then don't just think. See, there is lots and lots of things to come in your life. So if you find something good, if you want to help someone, don't hesitate to help. See, someone will help. Don't just look like that. If you see the person is in need of a help, you just go and initiate yourself. Don't look around. See, everybody is searching for identity. See, I am like this. So my shirt will be only 1500 to 2000. So I am like this. You will be projecting to this world. So like that, if you find somewhere to help others, just to project yourself. Don't look here and there who is going to bother about others. See, don't bother about others on good things. Let it be. Who you are, let it be to this world and let the world understand you. But don't hide your thing who you are to others. Many things, those who are stopping, the good things should not be stopped. If it is stopped, then that is the prolonging of the wrong things which are happening in and around us. So, it is not for only projector I am saying. See sir, just if you switch it on another time I will do it, sir. Why sir you are speaking for such a 10 or 15 minutes for that? See, don't take in that sense. See, everything is a chain link. You are having a point load of 90 kilonewton for the span A and B, and for B and C you have 80 kilonewton, and for C and D you have a UDL of 30 kilonewton meter. See, this is the second case, and in the last class we have solved a same settlement problem, and this is the second case. A continuous beam which is having settlement is a second case in your analysis. First case is you will be not having any settlement in a continuous beam. This is the second case where you will be having settlement. Next case will be frame oriented problem. Okay, when dealing with this settlement oriented problem, the steps are same. So what are these steps for solving by using moment distribution method? First one is finding the fixed end moment, and second step is finding the distribution factor. Step 3 is moment distribution method, and step 4 will be final moment. So these are the 4 steps. Under what step you have some deviation in the sense, the rest of the things are same. If you have any settlement, see, this 3 span continuous beam, the B support is settling. So if this support is settling in the sense, what happens? You will be having additional moment, and write the step 1 is writing the fixed end moment. In that I have given a formula for settlement of support. So what is that formula? In last class we have discussed a formula, 6EI del by L square. So this is the formula. Whatever span is sinking or support is sinking, at that span you have to apply this formula. Okay. So before that, check that the units are given in kilonewton and meter, and you can see that what is GPa in the sense into 10 power 6 Newton per mm square. So megapascal is into 10 power 3 Newton per mm square, and GPa is into 10 power 6 Newton per mm square. And I is moment of inertia, it is given in mm power 4. So what you have to do is convert into meter and kilonewton. So let us take GPA as 200 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square, and how to convert this as kilonewton? What you can do is multiply by 10 power 6. You will be getting in terms of kilonewton per meter square, and this is in terms of 10 power 6 mm power 4. What you have to do is you have to divide this by 1000 power 4. Why you are dividing it by 1000 power 4? Why it is power 4? Because moment of inertia has power 4. To convert mm into meter, you have to multiply 1000, isn't it? So if you divide 132 divided by 1000 power 4, so what will be 1000 power 4? 10 power 12, isn't it? 1000 power 4 is 10 power 12. So if you cancel 12 and 6, you will be getting 6, isn't it? So your unit will be 132 into 10 power minus 6. EA is known as flexural rigidity. See, if you are a structural engineer, your structure should have more flexural rigidity. What is this EI called? This is a technical name and the background is there. If you have a higher flexural rigidity, your structure will not deflect that much. It will be rigid and taking the load. When you want to take your structure into a deflected mode, see, say for example, if you are standing in a circus net. See, circus net is also a platform which is being performed by the person who is doing circus, and whenever he jumps, the net will be going up and down. So the structure is safe. Like that, can you build your house? See, the same way, it will move up and down, nothing will be happening. So can you build a structure like that? It cannot go like that net. So it will be having at least 0.5 meter up and down. Structure will not collapse or it will not break. The thing is, you should have flexural rigidity. Your structure should not be like a forming net. So it should have some stability. Whenever something is moving above that structure, it should not deflect. See, as a civil engineer, you can design your structure when someone is moving there. See, you can take an example. If you are building a prison, so there will be prisoners inside. Always the warden who is looking care of that prison has to be keen that either all the prisoners are there or not. So if it is a case, can you build a structure that if someone is standing, it should have some deflection? So can you build a structure like that purposefully? Yes, you can build, unless if you understand the concept EI. What is EI in the sense? If you are a designer, you want to keep on refine your structure in the sense, you have to reduce the flexural rigidity. If your flexural rigidity for this structure is 2,64,000. If you are keep on reducing this flexural rigidity, what happens? Your structure will bend and it will be in equilibrium. It is like a rubber band. And if you want, my structure should not even deflect. If you are standing in your classroom, if you are occupying 60 or 70 number of person, your classroom floor will not deflect. Why? Because it is designed as per the flexural rigidity. It is matched according to the requirement. Example, 200 people are jam packed here. Then what happens? There will be slight deflection. It will be 5 mm or 6 mm. That creates the flexural rigidity. So as a civil engineer, how to make your structure stable and how to make your structure into a deflected one, you should understand. So if you keep on change the Young's modulus and moment of inertia, your section will be increased or decreased according to the flexural rigidity. Okay. So if you train, see, this is a manual problem. I have given some example for doing in ETABS. So try by yourself. If this is a structure, you place 90 kilonewton load and check that what is the deflection at the span A and B. There will be deflection, say somewhat around 10 mm or 15 mm. If you increase the flexural rigidity and check the same problem, the load might be the same, change the rigidity and check the same problem, what will happen? Your structure will be having 5 mm deflection. Then if you increase EI to 4000, your structure will have 1 mm deflection. If you don't need any deflection, no sir, my structure should be rigid and perfect, and you have to increase the flexural rigidity to the next level. So like that, if you practice, you can perfect that thing. Don't always think that enough I have learned. If one paragraph is over, next paragraph should be started. You can think that got the concept, everything is there, job done. No, it is that paragraph is over, start the new one. If you are reading a book, it has to be like that. It should be a chapter wise. Okay. So if you are confident with manual things, try with the software. So in software there are many difficulties has to be met. See, you can write, I will be facing 10 number of people and I can beat 10 number of people. You can write in the note. How many times you can write? But physically 10 number of people are there. See, I have written each and every one of them. Are you showing to them? Will they going to accept? Yes, you have beaten me. This is my name and you have said that knockout. If that in the case they will go, see, that is next level. You have to perform and you have to show your skill. Then you have to prove that knockout is over. See, you can play your video game and think that you will be a icon and another icon can be knocked out. But that is not the case in physical realm. If you are confident with theoretical thing, then go with software. And if you are getting software confidence, go and execute as a civil engineer. First learn the confidence of theoretical knowledge, go for software and then go into the field, build a structure. Directly, without knowing concept, without learning softwares, directly if you are going to the civil engineering site and building something, then sense will not be there. Okay, let us proceed with the first step. Fixed end moment. How to find the fixed end moment? So you have a span. So what is the span? A and B. So this is the joint A and B. You have a load of 90 kilonewton, which is acting 2 meter apart from the support A and it is not acting at the center. So what is the formula? W A B square by L square and W A square B by L square. These are the two formula and you know that. But another term is given that what is happening? A settlement is there. See, your support A is not settling and support B is settling. So if this is sinking, this will be the deflected mode, isn't it? So like this, the structure is going to deflect. And what should be the moment you have to give in order to deflect like this? You should give anti-clockwise moment. So this is anti-clockwise. So hence the arrows written here. And if it is anti-clockwise, you should use negative. So that after writing WAB square by L square, you have to sum that. So while summing that, this should be negative. So MFAB and MFBA, you should use negative deflection. And when looking into span B and C, so this is span B and C, if support B is sinking, what happens? The support C will be at the same level and support B is sinking, what happens? You should give a moment of clockwise. So this is a moment of clockwise, hence it should be positive. So you can see that 6 EI del by L square is positive here. So MF BC and CB has the positive sign here and you have to add in order to get the bending moment. So this is going to change. And for the span CD, you know that WL square by 12 is the formula. You can straight away use that. Why the deflection formula is not used for the span C and D? When the support B is sinking, what are all the members connected with support B? A, B and BC. So hence you have to use the 6 EI del by L. The span AB and BC has to be used. CD should not be used with the formula 6 del by L. Why? Because it is no way connected with the deflection. Hence in the fixed end moment you will be not having the 6 EI del by L square. So check that either you are getting the same answer. The students, are you getting this answer? Minus 124 minus 4 kilonewton meter. See, always you will be getting positive sign. That is, MFAB will always be negative and MFBA will always be positive. But why you are getting negative here? In conventional problem, you will be getting a positive value here, isn't it? MFAB will be minus and MFBA will be plus. Why you are getting negative here? See, you have settlement here. Due to the settlement moment, what happens? The positive moment is being fully taken. You will be only having the net bending moment. And here you can see that both are positive moment. Yes. Next, write down the next step of distribution factor. This joint member, relative stiffness, sum and distribution factor. You know that there are two support which is intermediate. What are they? Joint B and joint C. So you are having two number of joint which is having distribution factor, and when you are considering the joint B, what is the opposite joint of B? It is purely hinged. If it is purely hinged, you should use 3 by 4 I by L. That is the formula. Then while taking B, B to C will be, it is partially hinged. That is partially hinged in the sense it is intermediate between the two support. Hence it is called partially hinged or partially roller. So you will be using I by L as the formula. The same way C to B will be I by L and C to D will be 3 by 4 I by L. Substitute this, you will be getting the sum of stiffness. So what is the sum of stiffness at joint B? 13 by 40, and for the joint C you will be getting 31 by 80. Everything will be in terms of I. Now how to find distribution factor? Divide 1 by 8 divided by 13 by 40. This will be your distribution factor, and 1 by 5 divided by 13 by 40. You will be getting the values. So your answer will be 0.385 and 0.615. Similarly, when you are adding here, you will be getting 1 as your answer, and next span will be 0.516 and 0.484. So this will be your distribution factor. Right joint, how many joints are here? A, B, C, D. There are 4 number of joints, and below that you should write members, all the members which is starting from A to B, B to A, B to C, and at the joint C you will be having C to B and C to D, and at the joint D you will be having D to C. All the members are written here. And what is distribution factor which you got? At the joint A you will not have any distribution factor. At joint D there will be no distribution. At the joint B and C you will be having what you got the answer? 0.385 and 0.615 at the joint B, and at joint C you got 0.516 and 0.484. Next step is fixture and moment. So what the answer you got in step 1, that is minus 124 minus 4, and plus 5.76 and 101.76, and finally you got minus 40 and plus 40. So these are the fixer and moment you got. Next what you have to do is balance. Why you have to balance in the sense? See, your support A and support D is not fixed, it is hinged. So what you have to do is make the 124 moment into 0. How to make it into 0? You have to balance this, that is plus 124. You have to add a moment of plus 124. The same way at joint D, if it is plus 40, apply minus 40 and half the moment will get carried to BA. If you have balanced at AB, half the moment is going to transfer at BA. Likewise, if you have moment at DC, half the moment gets transferred to CD. After transferring, you will be getting initial moments. So add this thing, minus 124 plus 124 will be 0 and minus 4 and 62. What is your answer? Plus 58, and you will be getting 5.76. One not 1.761. Finally, you have 60. Then these are the initial moment values. How to balance the joint B? So at joint B, you should get sum of moments equal to 0. Right now you are not getting. What is the moment you got here? 58 and 5.76. How to make this into 0? When you add that, what is your answer? 58 plus 5.76. What is your answer? 63.76 multiplied by 0.0385. So you will be getting plus. How to balance? You have to put minus 63.58 into 0.385. You will be getting 24.548. The same minus 63.76 into 0.615. What will be your answer? 39.212. Yes, you got this answer. The same way, balance joint C. Now, when you add these two values, what is your net answer? 101.761 and minus 60 you are having. Add this, you will be getting 41.761. This will be positive and you balance. How to balance? Minus 41.76 into 0.516. What is the answer? 21.548. That is the first answer. And if you multiply the same 41.761 into 0.484, you will be getting 20.2. Yes, minus 20.21. Now balancing is over. See, balancing between B and C is over. After balancing, what you should do? Carry over. Half the moment has to be carried to the next span. If you have span BC as 39.212, it has to be distributed to CB. If you have BC, transfer it to CB. And if you have moment at BA, transfer it to AB. Now, why the moment is not transferred to AB, even though you have moment at BA, why it is not transferred? Why? Because you have hinged end. Hinged end does not take moment, the value should be 0. That's why joint A and D is 0 here. It is always 0. Now, if you transfer half the moment, you will be getting so this will be your half of the moment. What is half of 39.212? 19.06. See, this 19.06 should be here, and half of 21.548 should be 10.77 should be here. Okay, now you balance the 10.77. So you got a value of 10.77. How to balance this? It is at the joint B, 10.77 into 0.385, that is plus 4.148, isn't it? Then plus 10.77 into 0.615. What is your answer? Are you getting 6.626? The same answer you will be getting here, and when balancing 19.606, you have to put plus 19.606 and multiply by 0.516. What is the answer? 10.117 and 9.489. So this will be your answer. After that, make a carry over. So 10.117, half of the moment will be 5.059 and 6.626, half the value will be 3.13. After carry over, you have two moment. Now distribute this value, that is at joint B you have 5.059 into 0.385. What is the answer? That is 1.948 minus 1.948. Then multiply minus 5.059 into 0.615, minus 5.059 into 0.615, minus 3.111, which will be your answer. And the same way balance 3.313. If you want to balance, put minus 3.313 and multiply by 0.516. What is your answer? Minus 1.709 and minus 3.313 into 484, 1.604. This will be minus. Same way this iteration has to be proceeded. So when should stop the iteration? When you should stop? If you are getting 0.0, then you should stop. The same way you proceed. Half it will be getting carried over, and 3.11 half will be 1.556. This will be your answer. This is an iteration. Balance carry over. Balance carry over, it has to be done one by one. When balancing minus 0.855, you will be getting plus 0.855 into 0.385. You will be getting 0.329 and 0.526. You multiply this into 0.615. The same way, if you take plus 1.556 into 0.561, 0.803 you will be getting, and 0.753. This will be your answer, and make the carry over. You will be getting 0.42, half of this, and half of 0.526 will be 0.263. Make the next iteration. Minus 0.402 into 0.385. It will be 0.11155 and minus 0.402 into 0.615 will be minus 0.247. The same way, minus 0.263 into 0.516 will be 0.136. Next value, minus 0.263 into 0.484. What is the answer? 0.127. Yes. Now it is nearly coming to, see, before the iteration you got 0.5, now you got 0.24, and if you carry over the half of the value, you got 0.068, and the another value is minus 0.124. Now balance this 0.068 into 0.385, and you got 0.026, and next value will be 0.042. Now joint B is nearly balanced. The joint B is nearly balanced, you got 0.0 value. Now you have to concentrate on joint C. Plus 0.124 into 0.516, you will be getting 0.064, and next value is 0.06. Yes. Now you can carry over this value. You got 0.032. Now you can stop with this. So with this you can stop, or else you can make two more carry over. So in examination point of view, you can stop with this. If you got 0.0 value in all the terms, you can stop that. If you further iterate, you will be getting these values. See, up to how much iteration it is done in the sense 0.001. Up to this much of accuracy they have taken. We need 0.1 accuracy is enough. Okay, now add all these values, all the values here, you will be getting moment. Start from initial moment and add all the values. From this line, you start from here and add all the value, you will be getting 35.84 as the one moment, other moment will be 35.84 minus. Add the C joint. So what is the answer of C joint? Add all the values, start from 101.761 minus 21.548, 10.117, add all the values, 71.6, and the next value will also be minus 71.648. After getting that, draw the bending moment, draw your negative bending moment. You got 0 and 35.841, next value is 71, connect all the points, and how to get, so these are the moments what you got, and draw the positive moment for the span A and B. It is a point load, use WAB by L, you will be getting 120, and for span BC same condition is here, consider it as simply supported, point load is acting, and you can use WAB by L. The answer is 96. And for the last span C and D, you have WL. WL square by 8 is the formula, you will be getting 60. So you can draw the bending moment diagram.